I love it when the mayor's the leading cheerleader. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to you.
Wish you were around. Alright, folks, we're about to get started here.
All right.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And Frank here, who could be the new sheriff of the city of Roanoke. Remember these people when you go to the polls. And of course, Win Mason, who's going to be the new delegate. We need Win in the House of Delegates, let me tell you. If there's one house that needs to be taken over by the Democrats, it's the House of Delegates. He's the only candidate with a moderate social record. And he's the only candidate that has a progressive record on social policies, as opposed to 19th century social policies as the other guy. Let's give it up for Creigh Deeds, the next governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
You go to vote, we have more Democrats than Republicans, our team will win. It's just simple as that. And without further ado, let me just say that it's always an honor and a privilege to introduce the next person that will speak before you.
But at the end of the day, what we are hiring is somebody not only for their positions, but for their character and what kind of sense of responsibility they bring to this job. Because, you know, that's right, when I had the experience, the sniper or Governor Kane had to experience the tragedy of Virginia Tech, and all the other things that come at you when you're governor, you can't predict what may come down the line. And so what we are hiring is somebody's character, somebody's empathy. His future excellency, the 71st governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, our friend Creigh Deeds.
I wrote the legislation to put the Governor's Opportunity Fund in Virginia, and you know, when I wrote that, when we did that work, I was chairman of the Blue Ridge Economic Development Commission, and I think we were meeting at the Hotel Roanoke the day we did that, 1995. Since we did that, we've created or saved 80,000 jobs in Virginia with that legislation. Now, I'll tell you what, the other day I was doing a radio call-in show in Norfolk and had a note passed to me that the International Paper Mill in Franklin, Virginia was shutting down. It happened, I went to Franklin, not to ask for votes, but just to talk to people as they came out of that mill. And I met people that had worked in that mill for 41 years, or 36 years, or 31 years, or 30 years, or 22 years. People had lots of different reactions to that. But it just reminds me in this changing economy that we have to be ever vigilant to work for economic opportunity in every part of the state. You know, I've said on the day I announced I was running for this office, I repeated it on the night I was nominated, and I say it every day. I'm running for governor to create opportunity and prosperity and hope in every part of Virginia. And I got this idea that a fellow who didn't grow up with everything, who comes from a part of the state where there's not a lot of economic opportunity, might be exactly the right person.
That's right.
To create opportunity in every part of Virginia. What this campaign is about, is restoring hope to Virginia. It's about creating jobs in every corner of the Commonwealth. It's about making the dream of higher education affordable and accessible to all Virginians. It's about finally bringing Virginians together to get a transportation plan passed that makes sense for all of us. That's the governor I'm going to be. That's the governor I want to be. But my only agenda is the people of Virginia. We have 10 days to go, and it's up to us, all of us. John F. Kennedy wrote, "We the people are the boss," and we get the kind of political leadership, be it good or bad, that we demand and deserve. And what that means, the way I read it, if we don't demand the right things from government, we get what we deserve.
These next 10
Listen,
days.
the only poll that matters is the one that's taken on November 3rd. I've been down in the polls plenty times before.
Do the retraining to try to bring jobs back into this state. You know, unlike his opponent, Creigh Deeds actually voted to support funding efforts like the Governor's Opportunity Funds. Creigh Deeds has always been part of the bipartisan coalitions when Democrats and Republicans have come together, whether it was fixing our budget or earning us the recognition as the best managed state in the nation. That kind of approach, that pragmatic, common sense, finding common ground approach is what Creigh Deeds has been all about in his whole career.
There's always a candid camera out there for
So even if Paul's not there, you still have to.
Yeah, even if Paul's not there, you've got to assume that somebody else is.
Yeah.
Because I get used to looking at Paul, but there might be somebody else out there, like a Valerie or something. Or there may be others who are watching, and that's okay. I'm running for governor. I don't have anything.
Cool. Thanks for helping.